Welcome back, my dear friends. So, in my last class, we have seen that Lensho had worked very hard on his field and he was looking forward to rain for his crop, right? So, that night, when they were having supper, just as Lensho predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. Big drops of rain. So that would make Lensho very happy, right? So in the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. Huge mountains of clouds. Please underline this. Huge mountains of clouds. What do you mean by this? Huge, we understand. Huge mountains of clouds. The size or the expanse of the clouds is compared to huge mountains. That means the clouds were so big, huge. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. Now, what is this? What is a literary device used here? Huge mountains of clouds. Now, here we can see clouds are compared to mountains and there is no use of as or like. Henceforth, this is a metaphor. Okay, so metaphor means it is a literary device in which two different things that are not related are compared with each other. Here the clouds are compared to mountains and there is no use of words as or like. Then we call it a metaphor. So here this is a clear metaphor. Huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. Obviously, before rain, you can feel that. The first drops of rain. It's beautiful. Right? So, the air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, so he just wanted to experience the raindrops. What did he do? He just left his supper. He went out to enjoy the first drops of rain on his body. And then when he returned, what did he say? He exclaimed, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5s." See, he compares the raindrops to money, to coins. Why does he do so? He does so because rain is going to bring him a good harvest, and this harvest in turn is going to bring him money. Hence, he compares raindrops to coins. These aren't raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins. He is comparing raindrops to new coins. Big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5s. Here also there is comparison and it's a metaphor. So he compares this raindrops to money directly. The more the rain, the more money he is going to get. With a satisfied expression, obviously he must be very happy and satisfied because that is what he was looking forward to and he gets what he wants. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in a curtain of rain. Wow, just look at this expression, draped in a curtain of rain. He looks at his field that is draped in a curtain of rain. Are you able to visualize this? There's a ripe cornfield in front of you and there's rain falling down And when you look at it, it looks as if the whole field is draped, is surrounded by a curtain of rain. What a beautiful visualization this is. So this is a visual imagery. The literary device used here is visual imagery. You're able to visualize a field that is covered in a curtain of rain. Like it is covered in sheets of rain. But suddenly, whenever there is use of but, there you are going to find something. It is said, a but is a bit of poison. Everything is going on smoothly, but indicates there is some glitch here. There is some glitch here, and you are going to find what's wrong. But suddenly, a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. Hailstones, big pieces of ice falling from the sky. This is also another form of precipitation. Rain is a form of precipitation. Snow is a form of precipitation. Similarly, hailstones are also a form of precipitation. So, there was a strong wind. Rain is a happy thing for him, right? But later on, rain changed. Along with the rain came hailstones. And these hailstones also were very large, very big in size. These truly did resemble new silver coins. Now earlier he compared raindrops to new coins. Now he says these truly did resemble new silver coins. Why silver coins? Probably because of the reflection of light, they were shining brightly. That's why they were referred to as silver coins. These truly did resemble new silver coins. So the boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. See the different expressions used to describe rain, raindrops, and now the hailstones. Raindrops were compared to new coins. Okay, the bigger ones were compared to 10-cent pieces, and the smaller raindrops were compared to 5-cent pieces. Hailstones were compared to silver coins, new silver coins. Okay, and now they are also compared to frozen pearls. What's the color of pearls? It is white, isn't it? Frozen pearls. It looked as if these hailstones on the ground, they looked as if there were frozen pearls. Okay, frozen because they are pieces of ice, right? Pearls because they were white in color. Right? They were white and they were pieces of ice. That is why they are referred to as frozen pearls. See, again, uses so many instances or examples of uses of metaphor here. So the boys, even you would like to go around and pick these pieces of ice falling from the sky whenever you come across a storm, isn't it? So the boys also, they were boys after all, they ran behind these frozen pearls, these hailstones, and started collecting them. But it may be a happy thing for the little children, but definitely not for the farmer. Lencho is a bit worried now. Okay, initially he was very happy and satisfied that it started to rain, but now he is not happy. Let us see what he has to say now. "It's really getting bad now," exclaimed the man. So he says, it's getting bad now. This is not a good thing. I hope it passes quickly. So he's expecting that it passes quickly. It did not pass quickly. So he was expecting it, but it did not pass. It's really getting bad now, exclaimed the man. I hope it passes quickly. When something bad comes upon us, we want it to go away quickly, isn't it? So this is really bad. It's getting bad now, and he hopes that the rain passes quickly. The hailstorm passes quickly. It did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. It didn't stop. This is not at all a good sign. Just imagine small stones falling on you. Okay, for a while you will dodge them, you will play with them. But if it goes on for 10 minutes, you won't be able to take it. 20 minutes, it's going to be bad. Half an hour, it's going to be painful. It starts hurting. Beyond that, you can't take it. It's going to be damaging. Same thing happened to this crop here. Just imagine someone throwing stones at a crop, a cornfield. Here, in place of stones, it is pieces of ice, hailstones. It went on raining hailstones. For how long? For an hour it went on. For an hour the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. Everywhere it started raining hailstones. The field was white, as if covered with salt. Now, earlier the hailstones were compared to frozen pearls. Now, how does the field look with so many hailstones? It looks as if the whole field is covered with salt. It says, as if covered with salt. Here, the whole field, the surface of the field is, the ground is compared to as if it is covered with salt. That means it looked white, as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. That was the damage, destruction brought about by the hailstorm. What was the damage? What was the destruction? Not a leaf remained. There was nothing on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Everything that, Lenshaw was familiar. He intimately knew his field, isn't it? He knew each and every plant in his field. Now, what was left of this field? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. There was not a single leaf on the trees. Okay, all the crop was destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Nothing was left. Lenshaw's soul was filled with sadness. He became very sad. Obviously, you take care, you sow the field, you water it, you take care of it, you nurture each and every plant carefully, lovingly, and finally you see that the whole thing is destroyed. Who wouldn't be sad? He was full of sorrow. Lenshaw was full of sorrow at this moment. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, he waited till the storm passed. He saw how much destruction the storm caused to his field. And what did he say to his sons? A plague of locusts would have left more than this. A plague of locusts. Plague is a disease which spreads very quickly, taking a toll of lives. Okay, a plague of locust. Locust is a winged insect which also attacks in large numbers and eats away the whole green part of a plant and makes it totally bare over a night. So a plague of locusts. He says that a plague of locusts would have left more than this. Even if there was a plague of locusts on our field, they would have left a few leaves or flowers here and there. But this storm, hailstorm, has left our field with nothing, he says. So now this hailstorm is compared to a plague of locusts. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn. So it's but clear when he looked at his field that they are not going to have any corn that year. That night was a sorrowful one. Our work, all our work for nothing. He felt very sad, very sad. He worked so hard for this season and he was just a few feet away from getting his harvest, right? At this moment, the whole thing was destroyed. So he says, all our work for nothing. There's no one who can help us. See, he says, no one can help us. So it looks as if he doesn't have anyone around him or anyone who he could trust that would come for his help in such a situation. We'll all go hungry this year. So he says, this family looks like it's dependent on the crop. No crop means no money and no food for the family. So he says, this year there is no corn and henceforth we are all going to go hungry this year. We will be hungry this year, he says. So as the head of the family, he feels very sad that he won't be able to feed his family for the forthcoming year because the complete cornfield is destroyed. So now we have come to the end of part 1 of the lesson, A Letter to God. Now, before going into the second part, I want to know how much you people understood what I am teaching you all. For that, I have a small request from you all. I would want you people to download my app. I've got an app, Dear Teacher. You can download this app free of cost from Play Store. Dear Teacher app. Right? In this app, you are going to find some study material connected with this part of the lesson and also an assessment test. Which is also free of cost. Right? You can assess yourself, check for yourself whether you understood this part of the lesson properly or not. Once again, those who haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do subscribe and share with your friends and